Boy, bro, my brows. I watched Narcos, the final season, season 3. Let me tell you, this show, when you watch something like Narcos, drug movies, documentaries, or whatever the case may be, in that realm, that world, you expect your people to just die. You expect people you like, which are bad people at the end of the day, to be knocked off. And when it happens, it is still shocking. Netflix has this way of doing Narcos to where you really sympathize with these people. They did it with Pablo. Like, he was doing this stuff, like, he was ruthless. But also, like, he tried to care about his family, tried to care about the people, all the way to the end where he was just isolated by himself. Man got gunned down in flip-flops. Richest dude in the world, gunned down in flip-flops. Something about Narcos Mexico that, like, I really couldn't figure it out, and this season figured it out for me. When did it take place? Because sometimes the dates were, like, conflicting, but then in this season, it really is a prequel. Like, everything that happened, and in, like, the 3rd-ish episode, maybe 5th episode, it caught up to Pablo, like the ending of Narcos, the original Narcos season. Like, it caught up to it, and then it passed it. So that was cool. Like, it was weird though. Like, they didn't show his face. Like, you own the rights to the show. It's a Netflix show, and it's Narcos Mexico. It's a Netflix show, and it was really odd that you couldn't show the Pablo's face. I don't know. Even Felix, they were a little back and forth about it, but I guess because it is during the Mexico season, series, like, we're gonna show this with no problem, because it was like a callback in a way how they first met. Because, like, I feel like you in that life, like, you have a sense of when your life could be coming to an end, because Amado, like, he was feeling that shit. Like, he wanted to get out, get away more than anything. Like, he had his lady, he had a place, he was, like, stashing money away. Like, he really, like, had a plan to, like, escape, kind of. Like, it was really an escape. Everything was changing, everybody was cracking down. And what's funny about it, seeing the show, it shows how world leaders are very reactionary. They didn't care until the DEA agent was killed to try to catch Felix. They didn't care about Armado and the cartel until the Cardinal got gunned down. I don't remember what happened with Pablo, but, like, they don't care until everything goes just that little bit too far to where it's in the public eye, to where now they have to react to what's happening. Because with that much stuff being moved, with that much money that's being moved, because it's still being moved, there's no way you don't know. And like, man, they blew the lid off. Now we gotta do stuff. Damn it! Why couldn't it just keep kicking back the body? Why I can't get some guys that they unruly? They killed a cardinal. Damn! We gotta do something now, man. They killed a priest. I can't just sit back on this. Like, it's just crazy. Everything was fine, and then all of a sudden they kill a cardinal, a high-ranking cardinal. It's like, oh, man, I just want to chill, play golf. Now I gotta start a war. What should we call it? A war on drugs, I guess. A war on drugs. Put it in the papers. It's crazy. But start to finish, it's so good. It's this season, more than any other season, is heartbreaking. Because it also follows a dirty cop, and based on the narration, like if he was a cop in Mexico, like that's just how it was, I guess, to make ends meet. But he was following like a serial killer. It was like very interesting, and they said like that's how it was like throughout the 90s, and even to this day. They call it a femicide, like a bunch of just women become missing and then brutally murdered and just dumped somewhere. So that was interesting. I wish it went someplace more with that, but if it's still happening, then I guess I don't know, because even in the show, like they found like the killer dumping ground, and then they said it looks like this could have been the work of like 2 or 3 people using the same spot. It's like, dude, that's scary, bro. Just killer just sharing, like, what? Jesus, man. And that was one plot. Like, it's even the people who were bad guys. I should have watched the whole thing over, but I'm sure I will at some point. It's just it makes you sympathize with these people, and like they're not good people. Like, it shows like this are so crazy. This is Netflix at its peak. Netflix at its peak, to be able to tell these type of stories that are real or have real life stuff in it, and you feel for these people that are not good guys. Like, this is classic Netflix. This is old school Netflix. Like when people were all into House of Cards and into Narcos. Like, this is classic Netflix, and I wish they bring it back and stop with these stupid, meaningless shows, to the point where I'm not even watching them anymore. I'm not watching Netflix anymore. I'm waiting to see what they put on Netflix. Like, I don't care what they make. I'm waiting to see like what the foreign Netflix, the Korean Netflix shows do, the Japanese shows do, the Mexico shows do, like the foreign country, foreign Netflix do. Like, American Netflix suck. Honestly, this is the best thing I've seen from American Netflix in a long time, and it's made by, directed by, written by, Hispanic people, you know. So they need to get back to form, man. Like, they're losing me. Like, I'd rather just go sit in HBO Max all day. My stove just preheated. Because, like, I'm hungry. I got off work. I really wanted, like, some fried catfish, but Thor didn't have any. But I do have tilapia. So I wanted some fried fish and macaroni and some spinach. But it is currently 11 in the morning. I could just say forget it. Like, just ignore my impulses and just make it for later. But I can make it now. It can be for leftovers, because I only had like 3 donuts for breakfast. So I should probably like have some food, and by the time all that stuff is ready, like you start doing all that stuff, I might put some more vegetables, because I just got Stouffer's. Yo, this is a tangent. Like, I got Stouffer's macaroni, so I was gonna just take the spinach and just stir it in there. Probably put some more vegetables in there, and then put it in the oven. Boom. While that's cooking, then I do the fish. Boom. So probably by the time that's all done and it's cool, it's lunchtime. It's like 1 o'clock probably. But, you know, what if I eat too much and then I don't have enough for dinner? So I'm just sitting there like pissed off, like, man, that food sure was good. I wish I had some now. You know, all right, let me end this now. All right. just wasted all that time. All right. Narcos season 3. Narcos Mexico season 3. The last season. It's hard to say if they're gonna pick it up. I didn't know this was gonna come because I don't know history on that subject. So who's to say there could be another one, another spinoff? Actually, I could see that because they were in Chicago at the end of the season, but that's just where he was gonna move anyway. I don't know if they're gonna do something with that. If there's gonna be another season, this franchise should continue. I just don't know if it's gonna be in like Mexico. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please subscribe to my current followers. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support from everyone. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I truly do. I'm gonna keep saying this in every damn video because I really do. About Narcos Mexico season 3, 10 episodes. Let's just say an hour an episode. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm not even watching anything right now, honestly. I'm still watching Succession. I think the 4th episode is out now. But yeah, also rest in peace to people lost their lives at the Astroworld. It's just a crazy thing. So many theories came out about it. So many, just a trending topic and just a senseless thing that happened because he deserves all the punishment, and I'm not gonna be coy about how I feel. He deserves all the punishment. Little Big Town had a similar incident, but their stage collapsed, and they got so much shit from people and organizations and everywhere. And I just don't see why people aren't taking Travis to task when there's video of him watching it multiple times, watching it happen and unfold. You can hear people saying, help, stop the show, things of that nature. And he just kept going. So, and I honestly, you can argue who's bigger. I feel like Tyler's bigger. Tyler will be a part of a mosh pit, probably encourage a mosh pit, and then stop the crowd immediately. You know, I just refuse to believe something like this hasn't happened at Tyler's festival, which is in like the 4th year, but it happens at Astroworld. I just refuse to believe in 2021 that something like this is still happening. Something like this is still possible for such a big artist. You know, it's senseless. Like, one of the people lost their lives, a 14-year-old, man. You're just going to have fun. Your parents let you go. Probably use your own money for tickets to go. And now you're just not alive anymore because safety was not a top priority. It's just crazy. But yeah, everything that happens soon. And like I said, rest in peace, people lost their lives. Cause it's a very sad thing. It was something that should have been a joyous occasion, especially world still reopening. Like, America just reopened its borders for the first time in 2 years. Yesterday or this morning, I think. So I'm starting to ramble and get out of here. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll be back.